So today, we're going to do something a little different. We're not here to review a product or sell you something. Instead, we're going to deconstruct a story. We're going to look at how a modern chandelier is sold, not just as an object, but as a solution, a statement, and yeah, a lifestyle investment. Okay, let's get right into it.
You know, every great story needs a conflict, right? And the marketing narrative we're analyzing is absolutely no exception. It all starts by identifying a problem, a really common one for modern homeowners. And what this does is it effectively creates a need before they ever even mention the solution.
And boom, here's the hook. The source material leads with a direct question and is designed to get you nodding along, thinking, yeah, actually I am. It's a classic move to make the issue feel really personal. And notice, the focus isn't just on light itself, but on the feeling your current lighting creates. So they don't just leave it at that one question. They really dig in and break down that initial problem into 4 specific pain points. You've got aesthetics, your space feels dim and uninspired. You've got cost, those rising energy bills. Then there's function, it's just so hard to find one versatile fixture. And finally, sophistication. What you have now just doesn't feel elevated. By framing it this way, the problem suddenly feels a lot more real and a lot more urgent. Okay, so after methodically building up the problem, making you feel all that frustration, the narrative pivots. And just listen to the grand language here, a beacon of modern design. It's clear we're about to meet the hero of our story, the solution to everything we've just been talking about. And there it is. The source doesn't just name the product, it introduces it, almost like it's a special guest walking onto a stage. That simple choice of words really elevates the chandelier from just another item in a catalog to a carefully curated solution. Now, this right here, this is a really crucial move. The source immediately reframes the product, and they state it explicitly. It's an experience, not just a fixture. This is textbook emotional branding, and it's brilliant. It shifts the whole conversation away from practical things like function and price and moves it towards these bigger, aspirational ideas like emotion and transformation.
Okay, so a pretty bold claim has been made, but you can't just say something is an experience without backing it up. So how do they do it? Let's get into the next part of the argument, the features, which are presented as the proof of the product's real value.
So get this. The very first piece of proof they offer has nothing to do with watts or lumens or anything technical. It's an emotional promise. The source uses these really powerful, evocative words like breathtaking, art, and transforms to just hammer home that the main benefits here are aesthetic and emotional, not just functional.
All right, after pulling on the heartstrings, now we get to the practical side. This is a super effective use of logical appeal. It puts the old, inefficient technology right up against the new advanced LEDs. This directly addresses those frustrations we heard about earlier, high energy costs and constant maintenance. It's a direct solution to a stated problem.
Next up, the argument tackles another one of those initial frustrations, the difficulty of finding a single, truly versatile fixture. The source frames this versatility not as some nice-to-have bonus, but as a core strength of its design. And here's how they prove that versatility. Instead of just saying, hey, it works anywhere, which is kind of boring, they actually walk you through different rooms in your house. They paint a really specific, aspirational picture for each space. This makes the benefit feel so much more vivid, and it helps you start to actually imagine the product in your own home. Finally, to build trust and, let's be honest, justify the price tag, the argument shifts to quality. Using words like precision-crafted and durable helps position the chandelier as a long-term investment, not just some disposable trend. This is all about building your confidence in its lasting value. And now we're heading into the final act of this persuasive narrative. We've gone from the problem, to the solution, to the proof. The last, and maybe the most important step, is to elevate the entire thing into the promise of a better life. And there it is. This one line is the core thesis of the entire argument. It's the destination that the whole narrative has been driving towards from the very beginning. The purchase is completely reframed, moving away from a simple transaction and toward a meaningful, life-enhancing investment. This is a perfect way to see how it all clicks together. It literally draws a straight line from a practical feature to a higher-level emotional benefit. So those advanced LEDs, they're not just about technology, they're about saving money and having a greener home. That modern design, it's not just about looks, it's about creating a luxurious, inviting feeling. See how that works? And this, right here, is the emotional climax of the entire pitch. The ultimate promise has nothing to do with the physical object itself. It has everything to do with improving the quality of your everyday moments. It's such a powerful, aspirational message that makes the product feel absolutely essential to achieving that perfect feeling at home.
And so, we end up right back where we started, with a question. But this one feels totally different, doesn't it? It's not identifying a problem anymore. It's forcing you to make a choice based on the entire narrative we've just walked through. It perfectly summarizes the journey from a functional object to an emotional experience, and it leaves you thinking not just about a chandelier, but about the story behind all the things you choose for your home.